When I landed my first client, I literally knew nothing. When I landed my fifth client, I knew a little bit of things. When I landed my 15th client, I knew a lot of different things, but I was still experimenting. When I landed my 40th client, I knew literally all the tricks, the tactics that if I would have known it in the first place when I landed my first client, my client counter would have been over 100 right now. So I have catered to 45 Web3 businesses and 30 businesses that are apart from the Web3 industry that included automobile, travel, tourism, beauty, fashion, sports, journalism, and all that stuff. And while working with over 70 to 75 plus businesses over the last 6 years, I realized that there are a few essential things that you should have. Now, no matter if you are a freelancer, you are a service provider, you have a subscription based model, or you are doing any other thing, like if you are reaching out to businesses or you are offering your services to consumers, you should have these traits in you. And they are literally the only thing that you need in order to succeed. Number one on the list is communication. And this goes without saying. You can have the best product, you can have the best service, but if you do not know how to communicate it to the business, to the other partners in your channel, it's of literally no use. Now, there are exceptions where people have made it really big despite their language barriers and their knowledge barriers. That's different. They have a team, they have a whole set of different modus operandi, but you are different. Most of the people who watch me, you are either working solo, you have a team of 5-10 people, or maybe if you are an agency owner, you have 15-20 people under you. That's the max I'm assuming in this video. So communicating is the number one thing. Communication is the key to your success, because, and that's the reason why I have not changed the mode to Hindi on this channel, because ultimately you are going international. Ultimately down the line you are going to work with international clients. You need to have the ability to understand, absorb the information in English, because that's gonna help you. And my English is literally very much simple because I don't have those accents. But when you are going to do with the clients of UK and all that stuff, so it will be like that. Oh, well, we want to try this and we want to try that, and then you have to do this, and we have all done this and that. Yeah, I know it was a little bit hard to understand because that's how your client accent would be. And you can't just go and sit on there to and press C on your Google Meet to see that, okay, maybe I get some closed captions and all that stuff. No, you have to consume content in order to grasp their knowledge, grasp their tonality, because people from the UK, they have this very different accent. I will not say weird, but it's literally, yeah, it's like this only. It's literally, yeah, it's that. Second things that comes is time management. You do not have a boss, not accountable to anybody. Whenever you are on a laptop, even if you are wasting time, your parents, your friends are going to think that you are working on something. Maybe you are just watching the new car model that has launched and all that other stuff. You can do literally a number of other things. Time management is essential. If you do not know after waking up within 10 minutes what all you have to do in the day, you are doomed. You are destined to fail. As soon as you wake up, have a notepad or something like handy. As soon as you wake up, write down the agenda for the day, or maybe plan it a night before sleep. Because before sleep, I don't think many of you would actually take the pain to write down stuff because you are too busy in scrolling and all that stuff. Despite me telling you that you need to work on your attention span, I know that's how you are till now, even after watching the video. If you aren't, write down in the comment section that you have changed your habit. So I know that you actually listen to me. You need to know what you have to do throughout the day. Otherwise, this is YouTube right here. I pick up the mouse, I click on a video. There are going to be lots of videos in the recommended or watch later right to the right side of the video. There will be a lot of recommendations. I can literally waste my time. If I put on a web series on this guy, I better make sure I finish it up. 8 hours gone straight up. So you need to be really cautious with your time and with the way you utilize it, because wasting time, you can waste time while thinking that you are not wasting time. So I always give this example that if you are an Instagram manager and you are watching reels on Instagram, you will think that you are doing market research, but what you are doing is you are actually killing time. Time management is the second most important thing after communication. Third thing, when you have your communication and time management sorted, You need to do a target market research. You need to know the people you are reaching out to. You need to know that the people you are reaching out to, whom they are catering to, and what kind of services they are offering, what kind of impact they are having on the end users and consumer. How is this business functioning? How can you help in? How can you factor in the process? How can you act like a catalyst and speed up the things? How you can bring in results? Literally, you have to bring a question. So, for example, you are an email writer, okay, and you are so I've no, I'm like I never have a script, so it's really raw with me with a few cuts because at times I say things that if I put out here, I might get in trouble. So I tend to be on the safer side. So, for example, you are an email marketer. You market services on emails via emails. You are catering to an industry that is selling protein powders, protein supplements. Maybe it's a supplement company or something like that. And you have to reach out to these companies because you can help them sell their products through email marketing. How will you do your target market research? Now, if I would be in your place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first sit down and think who is taking these protein powders? What is the age group that's consuming the most in this supplement industry? And that is going to be the youth, somewhere between people starting aging 16 to 35. That's what I will see from the data because this is my data right now, blankly thinking. You can skip this part if you don't want to hear it because this is gonna be actually raw and one-on-one convo. So yeah, if you are interested, you're welcome. Otherwise, just skip a minute or two after on the timestamp and you'll get on there. First of all, I'll see what kind of supplements they have, what is the target market, what the target market is actually doing, where they are investing their time, what is the reason that someone is going to buy this particular supplement from this company, what all are the pain points that these supplement brands that are already in the market they are not addressing. Is it like they are not verified, they contain adulterants, they have those kind of chemicals that shouldn't be there? And then I'm gonna come up with stuff from my particular end that okay, if the pain point is that someone wants to buy protein supplements but they aren't buying because maybe the brands in the market they do not have the FSSAI label, or maybe some other thing, they are not proven by the drug authority or something like that. So I'll play around that if you are taking protein supplements, if you are taking protein powders and all that stuff, but you do not know what you are taking inside your body, why are you taking that risk? We have this product, it has literally everything in it. We have verified it. We have lab reports. If you want to do a lab test, feel free to do it. And if there are any adulterants or any other thing, we are going to give you a month or maybe a year of protein supplements from free from our end, along with a cash voucher or something like that, because you have to be very firmly believing in your product that you are not actually messing around in the market. Because the fitness industry, when people are very cautious when they are taking something, they are putting something inside their body. So you have to take care of that. Then I'm going to play around their other different pain points, whether it is the pricing, it can be the quality, why we are the best in the market. We are the best in the market because since we are verified, we have done the lab reports and all that stuff. We have reached out to these famous influencers as well. They also did the lab results and all that stuff, and this is safe. You are going to get good results. The protein quantity in one scoop of our protein is way better than the others and all that kind of stuff. So if you made it to this part and you watched it, so just comment I watched it, so I actually know that you watched it or not. Because see, YouTube is different from LinkedIn. Now on LinkedIn, people comment, I see the impressions and I can make up my mind like whether it's working or not. On YouTube, I need to know what you are thinking because I need to know your opinion. God damn it. So write it down in the comment section. Now let us move over to the next point. Once you do your target market research, you have to answer these two questions. Why are they going to pay you? And what you can do for them. That's it. Answer these two questions and most of your problems would be already solved. Like, why people pay me? People pay me because I'm a Web3 marketer. I know my shit. I have worked with over 40 plus brands in the Web3 industry. I have portfolio. I have video testimonials. I have got recommendations from big names, VCs, VPs, and all these founders and all that. They are backing up my work. Whenever I go on a call, I have a word with the client. I research about their project. I tell them what all they can do. I have bring in results for other people in the same industry and I can do it for them. So why do they pay me? They pay me to bring the results. What I can do for them? I can bring them those results. What happens with that? I bring them more users. More users mean simply that the project or the protocol or the token price that goes up, the utility goes up. I create the utility, I bring in more people. More people means they are going to invest their money, they are going to do trading and all that stuff. Like, I'll not get that much technical. They're going to put their money into our protocol. Our protocol is going to make money from that, and I get a share from that. The whole thing runs because Vaibhav was there to bring in more people. That's the fight in the Web3 industry. People, users, community. That's what agencies are doing. That's what these big brands and all that stuff they are doing. That's what solopreneurs are doing, and that's what freelancers like me, like, I technically fall in the category of solopreneur, but I don't know why I call myself a freelancer. But yep, it's freelancing only. I don't want to be this solopreneur, all that stuff. I'm a freelancer, man. After all this comes the mindset part. You did your communication solid, you did your market research, you realized why people are going to pay you, why they are not going to pay you, you managed your time. Now it's time to work on your mind. You're not gonna hear back from any clients in the initial days if you do not have a very solid luck, which in my case is very good. Like, if I reach out to 30 people, 20 people revert back. Yeah, because now I have the skills. Earlier I reached out to 100 people a month and none of them reverted back. So yeah, that's another story. With time you get better, and that's where the mindset kicks in. Because when I was not getting a reply after sending 100 emails, I was like, what am I doing so wrong that 100 people are not opening my email? I found out few email addresses were expired. I was targeting the wrong people, but still 40-50 people I sent them an email and it wasn't working out. Why? Because this boy was using templates and that didn't work out. Started personalizing. If I send out 10, I at least hear back from 7 or 8. That's how the whole game changes. So you really need to have that kind of solid mindset that if something is going really wrong in your business, nothing is going good. And good is like literally when things are not going according to you, so that's not good. So if everything is going according to you, that's really really good. So this channel count increasing to over 1,000 in subscribers, I would consider that good. It should have been a while ago, but it has still not happened. So I'm still in there with the mindset part that, okay, let us do this, let's bring this change, bring that change. Because if you see my first video and if you see this video, there have been changes. I'm improving. What is that theory? How many percent? Yeah, 1% a day. Yeah, one thing at a time, 1% a day, and all that kind of stuff. So that's where your mindset kicks in. And that's what I actually want you to do. That you have to be of that mindset that if you are not hearing from anyone back, you should be like, what is the reason I'm not hearing back? You shouldn't be like, oh, I didn't hear it back. Maybe something is wrong with me. I'm not built for this thing and all this. No. Find out what's going wrong, because you are not that flower that's going to take really long to bloom. You will not bloom. Somebody would just rip you off from your existence. So find out what you are doing. Then comes my favorite part. Create an irresistible offer across all divisions. If someone wants to have their blog written by you, write it. Someone wants just one single video edit, do it. Somebody wants just one Instagram post, do it. Somebody wants you to just write one LinkedIn post, write that thing. Somebody wants you to shoot one video, shoot it. Somebody wants you to write just one script of 30 seconds, and they are going to pay you 100 rupees, do it. Because you have to take your chances. Because what happens in most cases is these one-offs, they actually turn into a very big fat retainer. I have worked with 70 plus people. I know the shit. I'm telling you the shit without taking any money from you. So you better make use of it. Shit, it, here, rapper. Okay, that's the important element here, that you need to create an offer across all divisions. So batch your projects. Batch your prices. For one service, keep the price high. For 10 quantities, keep the price a little bit more higher. For 15 quantities, make it a 15 to 20% hike from the previous one. Consider it from the popcorn theory from your cinemas and all that stuff. It's just like that. Create an offer across all divisions that whenever a client comes to you and say that, oh, we want this thing, can you do it? Yep, I can. I can literally do dozens of things. all on my own. I can design your thumbnails. I can video edit. Like this PC right here, it's just not for gaming. I edit my videos on my own, and that's why the quality at times is very good. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be bad, but that's how it is. I can do all the marketing ops and all that stuff. So look at me, like literally everything I can do it. I'm the man, and I want you to be the man too. So, oh, if you are a woman, so I want you to be the woman. A woman empowerment. Yes, that kind of stuff. So just be good at creating offers. That's what I mean to say. Once you have created a very good offer, now comes the next part, that is networking. Hello, introverts. This is your biggest nightmare. You have to network with people. Lone wolf mentality gonna screw you. Screwed me for a while, but then I screwed it over. So I'm telling you, lone wolf, you aren't going to get anywhere. I was doing everything on my own. I was designing these YouTube thumbnails, I was scripting and all that stuff. Like I still do it, but now I have outsourced the thumbnail designing part because God, it takes a lot of time. Because I'm not the master. What I'm master in? Web3. What's my domain? Web3. Where do I get my most money from? Web3. What am I doing? Designing thumbnails. Do I know it? Yes. Do it takes me a lot of time? Yes. Is the ROI worth it? No. So what do I do? Outsource it. This thing I realized in April. Before that, what I was doing it myself, resulted in a lot of things. Headache, more headache, irritation, anger, feeling like you are doing a lot of stuff, but you weren't actually doing anything because it was just time wasted because you didn't had that kind of skill set and you had no intention to scale it up. So you here being me. So yeah, you don't have to do it. Network with people because these people are going to bring you opportunities. People associated with me, whom I know personally, I have a word with, I have met with, or I interact with on a everyday basis. I refer them when an opportunity comes up. They refer their clients my way if that's something related to my industry. Because the industry I am in, I don't know for some reason or the other. Every day somebody needs actually something. And that's where your network kicks in. And that's how you make sure that you never run out of work because you have a good network. So if you do not have a good network, you are just doing everything on your own. You are not taking help from other people because you are too macho types. Get rid of it. Yeah, it will look cool for a year or two, but after that you would be like, man, this is becoming monotonous. The monotony kills. And that's the fun part as well as the boring part, that after a time this whole thing just settles in and you are like very comfortable with everything that's going around. The last part after networking is outreaching, because many people what they do is just connect with people and they never have a word. And on LinkedIn this thing is really common. So I would say if you want to outreach, you want to make good friends, Instagram works better because I've seen the people in Instagram comments, they are actually dank. Now, I don't use Instagram that much, but that's what my friends tell me who use it very frequently because they are social media marketers or managers, whatever you call them. I call them time passers because my industry has no relation to Instagram. So that's why I'm not on Instagram, because if I would have been on Instagram, I would have been a very good freelance guru, but I'm not leveraging it. So what do you think? Should I get on Insta? Let me know. I have an account, but I am not very active there. So what do you think? Should I get on Insta or not? I'll like write it down here. Kar de? Please do it. Okay. Outreach to people. Make friends. That's what I'm gonna say. Because if you're outreaching to people like me, or people who are more experienced than me, or who you are reaching out to your peers, the number one tip is be you. Just be you. Because just be you. Okay. Yeah, just be you. This be you thing is funny. I don't know why it sounds funny. Just be you. Okay, just be your own self. That's better. Yeah, just be your own self. If you interact with me face to face, you see me here. There is no filter. There is no filter. I'm kind of a very pretty, like I consider myself a very pretty much chilled guy because I don't care. Like, okay, what's the worst that's gonna happen if I'm going to reach out to other person? What is he gonna say? Like, why are you reaching out to me? Like, okay, you don't like me reaching out to you. Bye bye. I'll not reach out to you again. Go. I have got tons of other things to do. I don't prioritize these things that much. I don't give much importance to it. Like what anyone else is going to think about me. That's not my job to do, because if I will think what people will think, then what people will think. Outreach to people who are from your niche, who are from your industry. And if you are somebody who has not decided your niche or your industry, this video right here is going to help you, because that's what I'm here for. I have got answers to every possible goddamn question you can have in your solo journey as a service provider. Watch this video right here, select your niche, follow all these things, and I'll see you in the next one.